Welcome to Pouches and More, and today we'll be preparing this crossbody bag. It's got a slider, so the strap is adjustable. It's got a zipper pocket in front. We can store tiny things. I've put my key. It's also got a slider pocket, that is open pocket, and I've kept my phone. The main pocket is quite big. It can hold a wallet as well as a sunglasses pouch. This is the space. So we have got 3 pockets. And the strap is completely adjustable. The closure is a magnetic snap. So let's check out the materials required to make this crossbody bag. We require 2 pieces of main fabric. They have been fused with interfacing, and 2 pieces of lining. They both measure 9 inches by 10 inches. We require 1 piece of main fabric fused with interfacing and 1 piece of lining fabric, 7.5 by 6.5 inches. These are for the outer body. Now for the inner pocket, we require 2 pieces of lining fabric 9 inches by 7 inches, 1 piece of main fabric fused with interfacing, 1 piece of lining measuring 9 inches by 5 inches, 2 pieces of lining, 1 is fused, they measure 9 inches by 2 inches, and a 12-inch long zipper. For the strap, we require main piece of fabric I've taken, and this measures 47 inches by 3.5 inches. For the side loop, we require a fabric measuring 3.5 by 4 inches, a slider, a rectangle ring, and the magnetic snap. These are all the materials required to make this bag. So first we'll prepare the strap. For that, we've taken this loop fabric, we'll fold it in half. We'll get the raw edges to the center, and again we'll be folding it. We are going to make a stitch on both the sides. So we have clipped this. We'll be doing this for the strap fabric also. So our strap fabric is ready. This is the loop. We are going to insert inside, and we are going to make a straight stitch to hold the D-ring in place. So our side loop is also ready. We have made the stitch, and our strap is also ready. We're just going to keep it aside now. We'll be using this later. Now we'll prepare the front pocket. For that, we'll keep aside all the front pocket fabrics. We're just going to take the main fabric, and we're going to keep it right side facing up. We're going to take the zipper slider side facing down, and we're just going to align it from the top and clip it as of now. Next, we'll take the lining fabric, and we're going to place it on the main fabric, aligning it from the sides and the top, and we're going to clip this as well. Now we need to make a straight stitch on the zip. So one side is done. We are going to open it, hand press the whole thing, both the fabrics together on one side, hand press the whole thing, and make a straight stitch over here. So our top stitch is done. Now for the other side, we'll be using this fused fabric. So the fused fabric will be on top, right side facing down, align it from the sides and top, and clip the entire thing. Now we're just going to flip the whole thing on the lining side, and we're going to put the lining fabric over there, aligning it from the side and the top, clip it. So lining fabrics are together, and the fused fabric and the main fabric are together, right side facing together, straight stitch on the clip. We finished doing that also. We're just going to hand press the whole thing and make a top stitch. We're going to make a top stitch over here. Now the top stitch is done. Now we need to attach the magnetic snap. So for that, we'll be taking the down part of the snap. We can put any part, and on the fused fabric only, the lining fabric will be pushing it down. On the fused fabric, we're going to make a center marking. So we're just going to fold it like this, and this is our center marking. We're just going to make a straight line over there. On the center mark, around 1 inches from above, we'll be placing the base like this. The center will be aligning with the whole of the whole of the center, whole of the base, and on both sides, that is on the side holes, we are going to make a marking. This is where the legs of the magnetic snap will be going. Now we will make a small cut over here from a seam ripper. So we will take the seam ripper, and on the marks that we have done, 2 side marks, we are just going to make a very small hole. Do not make a big hole. So a very small hole, and into these 2 holes we are going to insert the legs of the magnetic snap, and from the other side we will be pushing the base. So the base will be inserted like this. Now we will just press the legs of the magnetic snap properly to flatten the entire thing. That is done. So our snap is attached on one side. Now we will put the lining fabric together, and from the side now we will have to make a stitch on the zip. For that, slider will be putting it inside, and will be making a stitch on the side, that is to hold the zipper teeth. Now the zipper teeth will be spreading like this, so we will make a small stitch over here to hold it together. And I made a small stitch. We can cut the extra zipper as well as the extra fabric if it is there. So that is done. It's looking neat now. Now we'll take the remaining 2 pieces of the pocket fabric, and we'll be placing it right side down, one right side down, and clip it from top. Now we'll turn the whole thing, and we'll be placing the other also right side down and clip it from the top. So our entire zipper pocket will be in the center, and both the fabrics that we place now will be on either side, that is the top and the bottom, and we will have to make a straight stitch. I have made a straight stitch. While stitching, take care of the magnetic snap. Now once that is done, we are just going to open the whole thing, hand press the front fabric back and hand press the whole thing, and we need to make a top stitch again over here. Again we need to take care of the magnetic snap by making a top stitch. So I have changed the foot to zipper foot. So this is the top stitch that we have done. Now our pocket front fabric is ready. We will stitch 3 sides just to hold the fabric. So that is done. Now we will take the main fabric, 1 piece, we will be taking it, and the prepared pocket we will be placing it like this, that is right side facing up. This is the front part of the entire bag. We will be making a stitch on 3 sides. Align it from the top properly. It should be equal from top. Now we will be making a stitch on the 3 sides of this bag just to hold them firmly. So our front part is completely ready. We have made a stitch to the corner. Now this is the flap fabric. We will take the lining of the flap fabric, and we need a center marking. So we are just going to fold it in half. We need to make a center marking over here. We need to attach the magnetic snap. A magnetic snap will be coming on the flap lining. So first one we have put it on the main fabric. Now here around 1 inches from below, we are going to do the entire same process that we did while attaching the magnetic snap on the main body. Since the lining fabric is thin, we will be keeping another fabric over here, that is on the place we will be attaching the magnetic snap, and will repeat the entire procedure. So we finished attaching the magnetic snap. Now we will put the right side, that is the magnetic snap facing down. So right sides will be together, and now we will be making we have marked a curve over here. We will stitch this and cut it. Cut the curve mark, and we will be stitching the entire border now. Now we need to turn this. So before that we will make small cuts in the curve part. turn the entire thing to the right side and hand press the entire thing. We can also iron it. Now we need to make a stitch, top stitch all around. So our flap is ready. Now we'll take the main fabric, the other back part, and we'll make a center marking on the flap as well as the main fabric. This is the main fabric, that is the back part. On the front part we have attached the pockets. Now this is our center marking. We'll be aligning the center marking of the main fabric and the flap together, and we need to make a stitch over here. As of now we're just going to clip the whole thing. Now we'll make a straight stitch. So our flap is also ready, our front and back of the main body is ready. We'll be placing them right sides together like this and we need to make a stitch all around. So before that we'll be clipping the entire thing, 3 sides also. We'll have to make a stitch on the 3 sides. The right sides are together over here. So we've done stitching on 3 sides. We need to box the corners. For that we need to, while inserting our hand, we need to take care that on one side we have the flap and the back fabric. On the other side we need to have the right side of the zip, that is the slider side should be seen. We should be able to see the slider and the magnetic snap right side. So on one side the flap and on the other side the magnetic snap and the slider should be visible. From there we need to insert the hand. Do not insert it into the pocket. Now we're just going to hand press the seams, open the seams like this, align it from the front and back. They should match. So the front and the side and the base seam should match, and around 1 inch, that is ½ inch on either side, will be making a marking. So ½ inch on either side, that is 1 inch boxing we'll be giving. We'll do this for the other side also. So this is around 1 inch boxing. We'll do this for the other side also. Both sides we have done the marking. We need to make a stitch and cut it. Now just turn the whole thing right side out. Our main body is ready, and this is how it will be looking. Now we need to attach the side loop and the straps. So for that, on one side we are going to open the seams like this and place the side loop. The raw edge will be facing up, the loop side will be down, so the rectangle ring will be down, and we need to make a stitch over there. On the other side we will be again hand pressing the opening the seams and place the strap, raw edges matching, and the strap will be down. We need to make a stitch on both this. So the side loop and the strap we need to make a straight stitch. So the outer pouch is completely ready and done. Now we'll move on to the lining. So these are our linings. Now we just need to make a stitch together on 3 sides. We are going to keep an opening in the base. So this is the opening that we will be leaving. Rest of the entire we will be stitching. So I finished stitching 3 sides and we have left one side opening. Now we will box the corners. It will be the same. We will match the seams, the base seam and the side seam, and we will be making a boxing of 1 inch. So we will be doing that for the lining fabric also. So from the stitch mark we will be making a marking of 1 inch. This is done on both sides. and now we'll be stitching it and cutting the extra fabric. So our lining fabric is also ready. We have completed the boxing. Now our main fabric, we are going to push the strap inside the pocket so that it doesn't come in between when we are stitching the entire thing, and the flap will also be back. Now this is the right side of our main pouch. We are going to insert it like this. The lining pouch right side is inside, so the right sides of the main pouch and the lining pouch will be meeting. The flap is down, that is behind, so everything goes inside the lining fabric. Now we'll match the seams and we will press them open and we'll match them. We are going to clip this. So the seams, we are going to open them, match them and flatten them. We'll do that for the other side also. The stitch seams, we are going to match them, flatten them and clip them. We'll do that for the entire thing now. Now we're going to make a stitch. So the entire stitch is done from this opening. Now we are going to get the pouch out. So right side pouch is out. Now we need to close this opening, so we are going to match the seams and we'll either hand stitch it or machine stitch it. It anyways will be going in the base, so we can machine stitch it also. So this is the thing that is remaining. Now we finished making the stitch over here. We'll push the entire lining inside the main pouch now and we'll press the seams. So now we're just going to press it. We can iron the whole thing and we need to make a top stitch all around. So before that, we'll insert the lining properly, neatly. We need to have a proper top rim. So while making the top stitch, we'll be pulling the strap on top, both the sides, side loop also on top and the flap also on top, and then we'll be making a stitch all around. So we need to press the fabric properly. Flap will be on top and both side straps will be on top when we make the top stitch. So that is done. Our top stitch is completely done. Now we need to complete the strap. So for that, one side we have stitched, we'll flatten it, take it to the other side where we have put the rectangle ring. First we will be inserting the slider into it like this, one side and then the other side, and then we will insert it into the rectangle ring. Once we have inserted it into the ring, we are again going to insert it into the slider. Before that, we will just pull the slider fabric out like this, so it forms a curve over there. Now we will insert this raw edge into the slider and it will be looking like this. The raw edge is inside and we will pull the fabric from the other side. So when we pull the fabric, the raw edge will also come out. Now we are just going to fold the raw edge like this and make a stitch over here. So we are going to make a straight stitch over here. So our slider will also be fixed. So our pouch is complete. Our slider also stitch is done and this is how it will be. So slider strap is also ready along with the slider. We can adjust the strap as we require, and our pouch is also completely ready and done. So this is how it will be looking. Our crossbody sling bag is ready and done. It's got an adjustable strap and this is how it will be looking. Inside it's got a single pocket, outside it's got a zipper pocket as well as a simple slip-on pocket. The enclosure is a magnetic snap. It's simple to make, so please do try this. Thanks for watching. Bye.